Thank God. Have you heard it?
So in my last video, I packed up my bag, and now I'm going to repack my bag because I need to take the sleeping bag out of it because it's not fitting and it's making my bag 10 times too large. So let's go. I'm just gonna take this out first. This is what needs to go. Shout out to my brother-in-law for teaching me how to roll these things like this. Much better. Also, zit update for this side of my face. Look how nicely it's healing. Honey, baby. Honey. So, long story short, my first flight got delayed, which kind of screwed everything up. And so I was working on rebooking it and everything on the way. Then basically found out like you can't like figure stuff out until you get to the airport. Got to the airports and I made my first flight, and then the second flight was boarding as I got to the airport. And I got there in time, but there was something wrong with my ticket, and it's all about flying internationally. They literally just didn't have the ticket thing. Like, you literally have to have something with the ticket to be able to scan it, and that's all they didn't have. And since they didn't have that, he was like, okay, I'm just gonna board you for a direct flight, because the flight that I got rebooked for was not a direct flight, and it was this whole thing with the airline. So I just did what they told me to do, and they booked me a hotel room, and I'm staying here, and I'm leaving later than expected and getting there later than expected. So there's that, but it is what it is. I just ordered room service for the first time in my life. There's a time and a season for everything, and I'm gonna take advantage of it. This is crazy. I've never done this before in my life. I got coffee, packet full of stuff. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, yum. Whoa, this looks amazing. Dude, look at this. The airline gave me some meal vouchers. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm honestly like super thankful that the flight stuff kind of did what it did, because I think the Lord was looking out for me, because I was able to like rest really well last night. And so now I'll get there on Sunday. I was supposed to get there on Saturday at like 10 a.m., which today is Saturday. But now I'm supposed to get there tomorrow, Sunday, at 7 a.m. Paris time. So that'll be good. And the school technically starts Sunday. So I think it'll just be good to like go and like be there and like things will like actually be up and starting instead of having it like you go and then you have to wait till Sunday for them to start. So I'm excited that it kind of worked out the way that it did so that I'll be like kept busy and stuff, because last night I was already questioning things. So reading in Proverbs this morning, and I just want to read this to you. A bunch of Proverbs is all about wisdom and asking for wisdom and seeking for wisdom like it's a treasure. And it says, "My child, listen to what I say and treasure my commands. Tune your ears to wisdom and concentrate on understanding. Cry out for insight and ask for understanding. Search for them as you would for silver. Seek them like hidden treasures. Then you will understand what it means to fear the Lord and will gain knowledge of God. For the Lord grants wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He grants a treasure of common sense to the honest. He is a shield to those who walk with integrity. He guards the paths of the just and protects those who are faithful to him." What I love about Proverbs and whenever it talks about wisdom is Christ himself is wisdom. Christ himself is knowledge, understanding, and insight. So when it's talking about seeking for these things as you would a hidden treasure, it's just talking about literally seeking after Jesus as you would a hidden treasure, and like continually knocking on his door and asking him questions and seeking after him and crying out for his insight. And then it says, then you will understand what it means to fear the Lord. And I think that it's just like when you have that connection and that communion with the Father of crying out for insight, crying out for wisdom, you're crying out for Christ, and you're crying out to just know him and understand his ways, and that is the fear of the Lord. And so that's just my little reading this morning. All my clothes are wrinkly from my bag. It's a good thing they got an iron here. Okay, let's try this again. This mirror tripped me out. I thought there was elevators on both sides.